So LinkedIn gives you lots of ways to get to your target audience. You can use custom lists, so you can target people based on their email address, and LinkedIn will then match their LinkedIn profile to that email address. You can target people that are anonymous from an email address perspective, i.e. they've been to your website, and then you don't know who they are, but LinkedIn tracks them through a pixel, and then you can market them on LinkedIn through remarketing like every other platform. But one of the most powerful ways to use LinkedIn is using LinkedIn's cold data. And that's probably the biggest reason to actually use LinkedIn in the first place, because it has data that no other platforms have. So just to jump into a campaign to illustrate this. So number one, you can target people based on any basic demographic principles. So you can target them where they live, whether someone lives in South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, makes very little difference from the targeting of the campaign. Secondly, other demographic traits like age, gender, and that are also pretty easy to target on LinkedIn. Other things you can get to, and this is what makes LinkedIn actually special, is number one, company sizes and who they are, what their role is in the company. So you can get to people that are founders, co-founders, whatever it be, HR managers, whatever is relevant for you, you can use LinkedIn to get to. And now there's a further thing you can get to besides for who they are in a company, and that's what they're actually interested in at this time. So the one challenge of LinkedIn, and again, similar to other social medias, is that in the old days, you can get to the right person, but you couldn't always get to them at the right time. And LinkedIn added something called interest groups. And I'll show you how this works. So let's assume we wanted to get to a founder or co-founder within the food and beverage industry. So you can get to them. Now let's assume that person needs to be spoken to at a very specific time. So let's say they have a piece of machinery, and a piece of their machinery is now broken. Now, in the old days, you can get to that person whenever you wish, but it might not be relevant to them because their machine might be working perfectly. These days, using interest groups, you can get to people at the right time based on what they're searching for, what they're clicking on LinkedIn, which you could never do before. So you can almost combine the person in the company using LinkedIn's cold data with what they're interested at this time using LinkedIn's click data to get to the right person at the right time. And that's how you can use LinkedIn to get to super cheap leads at any time.